good evening, my wonderful people. Tish Sheena Lynette, your favorite holistic business coach. And I'm hopping on right quick. I usually don't do midweek lives, but I have been playing with a new toy recently and I want to share with you guys what I've been doing. So, as usual, as you hop on here, give me a wave, a hi, a hello. Let me know what city, state, or country you're watching me from. And if you're watching the replay, no matter what venue, hashtag replay. So today I am talking to you first and foremost. Make sure that you're always an advocate for your own health because you know your body better than anyone else, and sometimes people are going to tell you stuff and they're going to be wrong. And that has been my case recently. So if you guys have been following me, you know that last year was a rough year for me physically, right? So I had an accident at the end of May, and then I had a laparoscopic myomectomy. Was able to recover from those mostly naturally, some body work for the accident. But of course, during the summer, I was low energy and I was less active than I would used to be. But I was in Europe in August. I walked all over the place and stuff like that. However, because of my surgery, probably my hormones were in one direction and then I had the surgery and they went in the other direction. And since then, I have actually had lots of issues with my weight management and not been able to figure out a solution in order to get it back under control. So I've been asking people that I know, like trying to find nutritionists and all types of things. And every single time that I will tell somebody, and even my doctor, they're like, eat less food. And I'm like, no, that's not the issue. If anyone's ever been out to eat with me, they know that I always have leftovers. If we go to a restaurant, me and my 15-year-old niece have the same appetite. Like that's how much food I eat anytime that I go out to eat. So that was not the issue. Then they're like, eat less carbs. I'm like, no, I used to lean keto. And when I did that, I actually was pre-diabetic. I can't do any extreme things all of the time. And so because I lean keto though, I don't eat bread, I don't eat pasta, I don't eat rice because I don't even really like those things. I don't crave those things. And so I'm like, no, I don't eat carbs. Now, yes, when I travel, I eat a little bit like a little bit more junk food. But even still, I have my eggs or egg whites in the morning. I have salads for lunch. And when you see me posting all that food, believe that it's 3 meals for me usually, 2 or 3 meals when you see me posting all that good food. So, what I use with my clients is this amazing food scan, and that's still the basis of what I'm doing for myself and what I would do for any clients. You guys know, again, I'm a holistic business coach. I'm helping businesses, corporations, busy professionals, sales teams up level their businesses and with financial wellness. When it's individuals, a lot of times career planning. But at the same time, the holistic part is we're going to say emotionally, mentally, and physically well while we do that. So I'm usually working on something very specific with a client or a sales team or corporation that's more financial, up leveling financially related. But then I'm providing these other tools for physical wellness and mental wellness and emotional wellness. So a lot of my clients, especially in emotional wellness, will do the food scan. And the food scan usually has worked very well for most people. And I recommend it to everyone because it tells you exactly what you need to eat for your body. It tells you exactly what vitamins and supplements you need to eat for your body. It is the best way for you to meal plan. It is the best way to eat. I've never found anything that comes close to it. And making sure it's individualized for you specifically. But what I needed help with is probably when and how much to eat of those healthy things that were on my scan. The other thing that I have done for myself and I offer for my clients is a DNA scan. So the DNA scan is a little bit more specific. And my DNA scan actually says that I am a high metabolizer of carbs. So when people are saying eat less carbs, that's going to help. I'm like, that probably isn't going to work for me. So again, searching for solutions for the past 6 months, trying to find some things, and finally, I was asked to be a beta tester for Lumen. So this is going to be like level 3 for my clients when we work on physical things. Start with your food scan. If you need something even deeper, then get the iToby DNA scan, and then this Lumen. So what is the Lumen? The Lumen was created by doctors and nutritionists and has technology in the past that was only available to mostly athletes and individuals if you requested this type of test at your doctor. So it measures your CO2 levels. And based on your CO2 levels, it can tell if you're in fat burning mode or if you are in carb burning mode. Then it will recommend the way that you're supposed to eat. You do it at least once a day during the morning. And then it will recommend, based on if you are in carb burning or fat burning, if it is a low carb day, moderate carb day, or a carb loading day. So it's so interesting because now that I've been using this, when I first was using it, I was always in fat burning mode. I was always in fat burning mode. Meaning that when on the rare occasion that I did overload myself on carbs, what was probably happening for me is my body was then storing it as fat because I truly wasn't eating a lot of carbs. The other thing that I found out very clearly by using this is I don't eat nearly enough protein. As you guys know, if you've been following me again, I'm flexitarian. So yes, again, when you see me traveling, you see me eating all this good food. But when I'm at home, and sometimes I don't post as much stuff on social media when I'm home because it's more boring sometimes. But a lot of times I do post them in my WhatsApp status. You'll see what I'm eating and things like that. I usually eat vegetarian, vegan, and then carnivore. That's how I usually eat when I'm at home. And so I had not been putting enough conscious effort when I'm eating vegetarian and vegan to get the right amount of protein. So I'm not fueling my body enough to get the things that it needs to develop muscle. So super happy. I've increased my metabolic flexibility. It helps you do that when you use the recommendations. You don't have to use the recommendations, and also it will tell me that when I need more carbs because maybe I've worked out more. So loving this as my third level of nutrition because I needed individualized nutrition. And the best part is I've been using it for 3 weeks, and of course I have lost inches and I have lost 6 pounds so far. So excited to see where I get in the next 3 to 6 months. I'm going to Hawaii soon, so Hawaii's about to get what it gets. But I'm going to Dallas and we'll be poolside in May, and then I'm going to Miami after that, Memorial Day weekend. So excited to make sure that I can be more toned and be where I need to be by combining all of these tools. So again, thank you all for joining me. If you're just joining me, don't forget, let me know what city, state, or country you're watching me from. Hashtag replay. And of course, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the food scan, need more details, discounts, whatever, on any of the things that I'm talking about, reach out to me immediately so you can get that information. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining me, and have an amazing day, and see you next time. Bye.